Live from Daytona International Speedway, we welcome you into something new to start another season of Captain TV broadcasting. And what I mean by another season, yeah, I'm calling races here and there, but I mean the fun stuff really gets going. All leagues going to be racing here in the next 2 weeks, and it all starts tonight. TI Racing, well, a little different than usual. The usual TI Racing is the IndyCar series that you normally see on Monday nights. If you're here to watch that, you get to wait 24 more hours. That's tomorrow night now. TI Racing in the Truck Series is now on Monday night. So we welcome you in to Daytona International Speedway for some truck racing here at the World's Center of Racing. As we welcome you in. Hello. I am the captain, Chris Scala. We welcome you into Daytona International Speedway, this 2.5-mile mecca of motorsports, the home of Race 1 of Season 2 of the TI Racing Truck Series. And, of course, our first broadcast on this channel. And I do remind you, make sure you do click subscribe on YouTube if you're new to the channel. Tonight, 60 laps, 30% fuel. We're going to see a lot of pit stops in a very short time. 73 degrees out on track right now, 123 down on the surface. So it's going to be a little bit warm this evening. So going to be a lot of fun here as TI Racing is in the state of Florida for the next 2 nights here, starting in Daytona tomorrow night, the Indy cars at Sebring. Definitely going to put on a great show. So what do we have coming up here? Well, we got some fun racing on tap. As you see, trucks are on track right now. They're qualifying right now, and you might notice that there is a car that just went, or a truck just went by on the screen, not to get confused with a car, but that truck has got a very special paint to it. And that paint is, well, a new sponsor to the league. And I bring in Chris Lewis, who's probably still singing the intro right now, because apparently that is his favorite karaoke song to sing at the local bar. Is that great? That's what I hear. You like that song, which it's a good one. And of course, Mike Benedetto from the Short Track Super League helped produce that song, and we appreciate him letting us put that on here. But nonetheless, new sponsor here, Chris. Let's introduce our guests and talk about our new sponsor to TI Racing.
Yeah, so basically Dale's Pools have come on to TI Racing for this season. I couldn't be happier. We've got a killer truck paint to go with it. And I've got the owner's son right here, Brandon. It's my new teammate. I love him to death. So, Brandon, you want to tell us about how y'all sell pools?
Yeah, man, no, heck, my dad took over the company, and his name actually isn't Dale, which we get asked that a lot. Everybody thinks his name's Dale, but started back in 1985, and just all your pool service needs. We do in-ground, above-ground, chemicals, that kind of thing, and really anything you need when it comes to your pool.
I'm a little disappointed because I was going to talk to you like Hank Hill talking to Dale, but no, just kidding. But well, it's such a cool time because the spring is like that getting ready for the summer. And depending on where you live, like where Chris lives up in North Carolina, and then you got a lot of people that live in Indiana and amongst the Midwest, a lot of them are only able to open their pools up from like Memorial Day to Labor Day. So that's like the hot time for you. So this is like the perfect setup for you to get out there. And I'm going to ask you the question, why is now a great time to get a pool?
Isn't nothing to do, man. The coronavirus. That's what everybody can't, go out and.
True.
And we've got a lot of people last year, whether it being above ground or in ground, they just inquire about it. I think price point, it kind of shocks people in a sense whenever they find out how much pool really is. But it's just to create memories with your family and really just enjoy that time with your kids or spouse or whatever it may be.
And now let's face it, we got a bunch of guys in here racing tonight. As I look, I believe all guys racing, and we might have a couple females, watching on the broadcast, but predominantly men. So let's go ahead and be honest. We need something that we can jump off our roofs into.
Now that can create some really good moments, but now I do not recommend that.
No, we don't recommend that. But no, in all seriousness, though, I mean, obviously, with this time of the year, and you mentioned the coronavirus and all the memories, I mean, it's one of those things where it just takes one moment. You could just step outside, you crank up the grill, and you could be swimming in the pool and doing whatever, and not to mention with the filters and all that stuff, it's so easy to take care of these days.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that's the big thing too, is we actually started opening pools. It was probably about 2 weeks ago, which here in Kentucky, the weather isn't really quite warmed up yet, even though it was 75 today. But everybody just gets tired of looking at the covers that are on the pool, and they just want to hear the water. Whether if they're not able to get to, there's no beaches around here in Kentucky. If they're not able to get to, a lake or ocean or any of that kind of thing, it's just nice to be able to go out in your backyard and create really your own oasis as far as that goes. And it's really neat too to see what the customers do after we build a pool for them, what they kind of turn it into, and just kind of see what it becomes.
There's no oceans in Kentucky, but yet Noah's Ark is there. Go figure. I've actually seen that. But what is more the tradition you're seeing lately? Is it still the in-ground pool? Because I notice, especially I'm in Georgia here, and I notice a lot of out-of-ground pools here. And I don't know if that's because the hills and stuff here. Is that more up there in Kentucky too, or are you seeing more in-grounds, or is it kind of 50-50?
It's kind of 50-50. I mean, it's really all preference too. There's some people, they want an above ground instead of an in ground too, because it just doesn't fit in their budget. Also too, not everybody's backyard is a good fit for an in ground pool, so that can also come into play as well. And that's, that's really the big thing as far as that goes. I mean, everybody kind of has their own preference, and we tell all our customers too when they come in that it's there's no brochure, and there's not cookie cutter. Each pool that we build is custom to, what the homeowner wants as far as that goes, right. And we could do pretty much anything with it.
That's awesome. So you got about 30 seconds here before you grade. If somebody wants to get a hold of you with Dale's Pool Company, how can we get a hold of you?
Facebook, we're on Facebook, and then also as well we got a website too. So if you want to check that out. I know everything's kind of turned into social media these days, and it seems to be the easiest way as far as just getting in touch with somebody, but could check out our work on Facebook and then also our website.
There you go. Brandon Alfin. Got to make sure I get that right. I see the PH in there, so I want to make sure the Fin gets in there, correct?
Yep, it's spelled A-L-P-H-I-N, but you say it A-O-F-I-N.
Alfin. Perfect. I like it. Well, hey, good luck. You're starting second. You were on the pole for about a second, and Justin Miller knocked you off. So good luck starting second there tonight, and appreciate your time, bud.
All right, thank you. Have a go.
You do the same. That, of course, the race sponsor, Dale's Pools, out of the Kentucky area. Again, check him out on Facebook and so much more. Chris, you ready to do this? He might not even be in here anymore. Let me go look at Discord. Yeah, they both abandoned me. There we go. Anyways, let's take a look at the starting lineup. First off, as I might have warned you guys on Saturday, I had a whole new reset of things. It turned into a blessing in disguise because I'm able to do some different things now on the broadcast and hopefully make things better, and we get to debut it tonight here on the screen. But first, let's, as I mentioned, check out the starting lineup for the race tonight. Justin Miller and the TI Racing team going to start on the pole, 52.298. Brandon Alphin is mentioned there, 2/100 slower. Going to start in the second position. Jeffrey Spells and Steven Vrooman. That's the perfect name for a car driver. We'll start there in the fourth position. Jeremy McKinnon and Dan Morera. He'll start there in the fifth position. Gary Godso and Tim Abrell will start road number 4. Ryan Whitaker and Dylan Parker, the rookie there, will start in the 10th position, the Carolina driver. There's your champion, Nick Leo, from last season in the 11th spot next to Jeff Langston, row number 7. If I can get this to cooperate with me. Slowly cooperating with me. Stand by. Usually it cycles through, but it's not cycling through for me. Oh, that's why I'm clicking on the wrong one. There we go, Scala. Telder going to start there in the 13th spot alongside Colby Well. Sorry about that. Row number 8, Brandon Turner. And who let Chris Lewis on the track? He's going to start 16th. Row number 9, Dalton Wilson, Virginia driver, alongside Brett Rolls. I was told to make sure I get that right. So Rolls. Starting there in the 18th position. Anthony Kay and Kyle Demig will start there in row number 10. Row 11, Patrick Thompson, Gavin Sanders. Row number 12, Eric Tupper and Julian Altina. Yes, he's making his debut tonight in a truck after running the All-Star race at Eldorado a couple nights ago. Landon Durhold, Brian Perkins there in the 26th position. Andrew Hem, the Atlantic driver, going to start in the 27th position. So there you go. Your starting lineup for the race this evening. Going to go 60 laps, as I mentioned. 30% fuel in these trucks. As you see, a lot of the Grublets on Ice paint schemes out there, all those purple Grublets. If you don't know what the Grublets on Ice are, they are an not IndyCar, they're a hockey team that was a sponsor of the IndyCar series last year. And, of course, a sponsor now of the cars here. Weather for the race. As you see, it's the afternoon time, 74 degrees, 125 on the track with partly cloudy skies. Going to be a little bit of a toasty one out there, so but grip's still probably going to be really good out there on the track. Should be a fun one when it is all over with. So it looks like we should see pit stops around the lap 11 mark. So very, very quick, short stints on fuel. When it's over with, so strategy is going to play a really big role when this thing is over with. Sit back and enjoy 60 laps of racing. Daytona International Speedway Season 2 of TI Racing's Truck Series Green at the Mecca of Motorsports. I'm sure you're going to see these TI guys get teamed up with each other. Got plenty of teams in this race also. I'm going to check my audio real quick. Make sure I'm not too loud, guys. Or too quiet or too loud. But that outside line starting to get rolling up there. There is that Dale's Pool truck. The 121 out there. And I'll be learning those throughout the season. But Steven Vrooman there in the fourth position. Dan Marrera up there in that high side in that 26. Already one truck kind of poking up to the high side. Going to try to make it 3 wide up there. Is that Gary? It is the 17 truck trying to make it 3 wide up there. And actually it's the 12. It looked like a 17. But that is the 12 of Jeremy McKinnon. That's who that is, I believe. I'm still going to learn these numbers. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we'll get it all taken care of throughout this season. Actually, no, I see McKinnon down there on the inside. Who's in that 17 truck trying to fool me? Might be Brandon Turner. Well, let's see. There's 10 trucks. Oh, you know who it is? It's Chris Lewis. Way to fool me there, Chris. Well, anyways, that yellow truck, Steven Vrooman going to lead lap number 2. One truck already losing the draft back there. That is Godso, who's fallen off the pack. Not a good start for him as he started up in the front, is falling his way back. Yeah, A-Truck kind of getting a little tail happy. You see Telder back there in that Moneymaker Motorsport number 2. Actually driving for Extreme Sim Racing this season. 16 watching so far. Godso back there just, he's too far back, unfortunately. Looks like back at around Dylan Parker, so these trucks starting to go single file. Nick Leo also back there. See that Dale's Pools Boss car starting to fall back just a little bit. You hear all that banging going on. It's a clean green track. So because of that, you're seeing a lot of clanging and banging of all the dirt and dust and stuff on this track. Of course, the longer they go, the more that will clear itself up when it's all over with. So Dan Marrera going to get to the front here. Let's see if he can lead this lap. He will. So it looks like Eric Tupper and Andrew Hem didn't start the race officially, so they are 26th and 27th. As a matter of fact, Hem ran all of 3/4 of a lap. Great side-by-side drafting going on here as this pack gets... Oh, trouble up front! I just jinxed him, and this is huge! The big one strikes. Telder involved. The 3... it might be better for me to say who's not in this. Well, let's see. Dan Marrera crosses the line. Justin Miller crosses the line. And there's third place damaged. Fourth, I don't see much damage. We're seeing pretty much third on back in this wreck. All the smoking trucks here. Now, I'm not sure if there's a reset, but if not, oh boy. Looking at Gary's truck here. Gary was all the way to the back. And I do not see a scratch on his truck. He might have been the smartest guy in this race. Let's go see the replay here. What just took place. I have so many things happening here. It's going to be a second. It all starts, it looks like, with Justin Miller in the 80 here. Or it's going to be actually more up front. Yep, there he goes. How did... Miller knew that was coming or something. Wow. How do you get through that? So it looks like, yeah, it's definitely a bumper hook gone wrong on the 8. All right, let's slow it down. So the 8's going to get turned, and there is nowhere to go. The 00 gets turned. The 121 gets a piece. Miller goes to the middle. And from there, it's take a guess who gets through this wreck. 27 trucks, or 25 trucks are in this race. One's flipping. I do not see many people getting through this. Other than the ones maybe who stop back here. And I still have not figured out who's actually in that 17 truck. Don't have a clue. Oh, it's Brett Rose. That's who it is. Because I got 21 on my screen here. That's why I got all confused. All right, we're going to go on board with Brett. Wow. This is all I can say to that is wow. Let's rewind, and we're going to go on board with Brett. I'm just going to listen. And that right there, I believe, is the first time he actually touches the ground after flipping, because he was on top of trucks going down the track. Wow. Let's back it up. Let's ride with Mr. Lewis, the boss man here. And see what his ride looked like. Telder slams into him. That 12-car truck hits. I mean, you're looking at maybe 2 to 3 trucks with no damage right now. And he gets in there pretty much unscathed. So unbelievable what we just witnessed. Again, question, and my guess is yes, because there are a lot of clean trucks again. That there are resets. And that might be a blessing in disguise. What a way to start this season off here. .37 of Brandon Turner's not going to be able to catch back up here as we come back to the green flag here in Daytona. It'll take him a couple of seconds to get him up to full song again. Three truck up there. Ryan Whitaker pushing that, the boss man actually, in the Dales Pools 111 truck of Chris Lewis. So a lot of Dales Pools car. And you know you got a good sponsor when the three trucker Ryan Whitaker, who apparently is the biggest Cocoa Pebbles fan in the world, switches sponsors as Marrera gets pushed up to the front by Miller. Leads that lap. You wonder if that might have spooked his field to kind of calm down a little bit. I say that as, are they wrecking back here or did they save it? I saw some contact between some trucks. One truck has spun near the back. And that is Dalton Wilson, the 5. And he's having all types of issues getting straight. That has broken up the pack a little bit here. That 5 still trying to get going over there in turn 1. Hopefully he does here quickly, or else we're going to see another caution come out. And it looks like he gets it back up and going. Oh, the leader's going to get turned hard into the wall. And just stops in the middle of the track. Wow. And that brings the second caution out as Dan Marrera gets turned. Another bump draft gone wrong. I don't see anybody else really catching damage from that. It was like he got spun and warped. I'm going to try to show a replay of this. Well, first, let's go back. Well, let's do it like this. Here we go. So, yeah, he's going to get turned by his teammate, Miller. But it's like he gets turned into Lewis. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Lewis gets turned into him. And as soon as that happens, he starts warping. And then he just pops back up right there. Well, this is about the weirdest start to a race I've ever seen. Oh, and they're wrecking over here and turn over on the front straightaway there. Let's see. Lewis gets turned. That's the 3, I believe. 121 there is just trying to stop Alfin. And he might get a piece of Ryan Whitaker. But they go to the wall, and then 2 more trucks into the wall. The 12 of McKinnon. So this turns into a lot bigger of a wreck than it was. All right, so let's watch all this happen again. Let's go full speed here. Oh, that's why it's doing that. One more time. Sorry about that. I got a replay setting on here. I'm still learning now. I've started to work with. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's this part of the wreck starts up. Yeah, 121 gets a piece, and then the 12 gets in there and gets clobbered by that Mountain Dew truck. And that brings out the second caution of the afternoon here. We got trucks on pit road. So that's one of the things, again, with the broadcast I got to get used to again with the new settings is I got a replay section here. Yeah, he blinked like terribly. So a wild, frantic start to the race so far here. Just 12 laps in out of 60. Got some other cool features that are more going to be road course focused for like the IndyCar series tomorrow. But we'll go and share some things here. For instance, if there's a battle going on for the lead or something, okay, and we're coming down to the final lap, and all of a sudden behind them, about a straightaway back, there's a pass for 4th. For example, you'll see this come up on the screen if I click it. So basically, what that'll do is help you be able to see that somebody made a pass on the track that's not on camera. I'll try to get that, or if anyone wrecks off camera, something like that, the information to the fans so that they can see what is going on. So there's plenty of things here that I'm working with and trying to learn that thankfully this reset kind of made it a blessing, like I said, for me on iRacing to get this all worked out. So but there you go. We're just about to hit quarter distance in this race already. And we've already seen 2 pretty big wrecks. One probably the biggest wreck I might have ever seen on iRacing. Pace truck lights are off. We'll go back racing here at lap number 15. The leader is Justin Miller on the inside. You got Jeff Langston there, and that's number 1 truck on the outside. Nick Leo, Brandon Alfin, and Brett Rolls. Sorry, Brett. I'll get it right. Starting in the 5th position, Stephen Vrooman, Jeffrey Spells, Ryan Whitaker, Chris Lewis, Tim Mabrell, your top 10 right now. As they'll come back to the green. Again, not sure reset-wise what they got or what they even have when it comes to damage on some of these trucks. So Definitely going to make this very interesting. Pace truck pulls off, and on the pedal is Justin Miller, the Florida driver, back to the green flag, the champ right there behind him, that jewel number 69 of Nick Leo. Nick won 3 races last season and was able to win that championship. But it looks like tonight they're going to have to survive Daytona. Wouldn't be surprised to see more trucks kind of hang out in the back. Oh, contact, and there goes Whitaker into the grass. The one's into the grass. Brett rolls into the grass also. They're going to save it, and no caution's going to come out. Oh, maybe. Rolls gets back on track clean. The one's trying to get back on. Looks like maybe some spotter miscommunication or something there. Let's watch this again. But it looks like somebody just kind of hooks. Just watching here. You see the 3 truck kind of going to the middle. And the middle squeezes together. Shades of 1992 and the Daytona 500 with the 2 Junior Johnson cars. Bill Elliott and Sterling Marlin, as they were running for the lead of the race, they squeezed together 3 wide. I think the 3rd car involved was Davey Allison, if I remember correctly. Here's the VOR number 10 of Gavin Sanders. Doing a good job up there. 3rd truck on your outside lane. But we have about a 13 truck breakaway here at the line. Miller leads that lap. A 13 truck breakaway. And for those watching the broadcast tonight, again, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, please. That's all I ask. You can chat with me. I like to chat with viewers. Jason Clark watching tonight. I see Mark, was that Cusano? Watching tonight. Isaac Morris down at Sebring watching as he gets ready to run the IndyCar race here tomorrow. Nicholas W. watching also. Patrick Thompson, Julian Altina, who was watching a little bit before the race started. So appreciate all the viewers watching tonight. So 17 laps in. Let's I'm gonna throw up the pit strategy board real quickly up on the screen here. And this is basically tells who is all pitted when. So as you see, these guys have about 4 to 5 laps on their tank of fuel from the time they pitted. So I'm looking at probably some 7, 8 to 9 laps in that range. You will likely see these trucks on pit road for green flag pit stops, hopefully, as hopefully we've gotten the wrecking out of the way. We have another number 17 out on track. I believe I want to say, I'm just trying to match up where the truck is on the track to get you an accurate. That might be Jeffrey Spells. No, I'm wrong because the 94 is in front of it. It's actually Colby Wells that is in that. There's a lot of numbers not matched up with the iRacing numbers here. That's probably because they're running different paints, but I have it loaded up to where the paints come from iRacing Pro. So if they haven't edited those, then there might be some wrong paints tonight, which if that's the case, I'm sorry. Let's ride with Roman here. Speeds of over 180 mile an hour down the back straightaway here. Kind of gets out of the throttle, kind of burping it a little bit. There's that 37 to the outside there. Now one truck kind of blinking a little bit. Vrooman just being a little patient there in that now 8th position there. And here comes Alfin back in and out of wreck it again. One truck is high in the air. And that's going to bring the caution back out for the 3rd time. Somebody was in the air, and I think it was the 17. Let's go back and see what happens here to Jeffrey Spells. Unfortunately, Jeffrey Spells' accident in this case. They come off of turn 4, and I think it's just more bump drafting gone wrong. So if you get to that right rear, it causes all types of trouble. Not to mention this, oh yeah, right there. This tri-oval is very light on a truck. Oh, that's the 8 that went flying. Almost hit my camera. Who is that? The 5 gets a piece of this. So that brings the 3rd caution out. That's the most interesting comment I've ever seen about myself. But thank you, Andrew Van Nostrand. I believe that's pronounced right. Or is it Nostrand? If so, I'm sorry if I'm wrong. All right, well, let's go on board with the 8 as he goes for a wild one here. Tim Abrell, he landed on all 4 wheels, so you got to give him an A for effort on that one. But let's go to Tim, and let's go. Let's actually go full speed with Tim here. Whee! '94 also evolved. As I promised, on board with Tim. So I assume, Andrew, you guys are viewers from the first season also, from just understanding that comment there. If so, we welcome you in. Appreciate you joining us. Just here for a good time. I'm here so I don't get fined, as they like to say. So we did have some pit stops. It looks like everybody coming in here at lap 22, and Gavin Sanders going to get the race off pit road here. Stephen Vrooman going to be second, Nick Leo third, Colby Wells, Justin Miller going to be your top 5. And you know what? I'm going to have a little fun here for a second, and let's talk with somebody. I got the perfect guy to talk to here. Let's talk to my IndyCar broadcast buddy. Let's bring old Gary up here and have a word with Mr. Gonzo for a second. Gary, you got a copy, buddy?
Oh, what a cluster.
Truck?
A cluster truck, exactly, yes.
So, obviously, you and I have had plenty of IndyCar time together, and I guess the one thing I should have taught you is it's not good to lose the draft, but in your case, it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, I didn't like being up there. I was going to go for an EOL, and then I saw I qualified 6th or 7th, and I was going to be in contact with my teammates up there. And I just didn't like the way they were racing up there, really. And it's indicative of a wise decision after seeing everything that's happened so far tonight. So my teammate, the 13 truck, has been beat the crap by a whole bunch of other people. I don't know why. For some reason, we have unlimited repairs, so that brings out the stupidness in a lot of people.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Oh, yeah. So I'm just going to hang out in the back, and if I lose draft again, I lose draft, because it seems like it's pretty indicative of what this crew's going to do is they're going to wad it up one more time, and I'll just catch right back up.
Now, as we like to transition from NASCAR to IndyCar in a lot of our broadcasts, I think it's 69 was the year of that horrific crash in Indianapolis in Turn 4. Was that shades of that and that wreck in Turn 3?
I think you're talking about the 67 when Floyd came through.
Yeah,
when he won his third 500. Yeah. Thank God that was way in front of me. But yeah, it was just Calamity Corner when I was looking out my window. It was just like nothing but just cars and trucks and parts and everything all over the place. So this crew, I don't understand what's going on with this crew. Most of these folks know how to drive, but just seems like,
well,
I don't know.
If it makes you feel any better, I saw about 5 accidents myself on the highway today driving back to the building, so maybe it's just something with today. Anyways, you're in the top 10. Good luck, going green, and just hold the gas down. That's all you got to do.
Thank you.
All right. Let me get Gary down to his channel here, but that's Gary, who him and I have gotten to know each other very well. Gary, what team are you on? VOR, right?
No, put me in Black Cat.
Black Cat. Oh, that's a heck of a name. Anyways, Black Cat, as we get ready to go racing here, lap number 24. I hope a Black Cat didn't cross anyone's path here. Oh, did they delay the green? Apparently. Delayed green. And yes, as you know, I will interview drivers and have a little fun. So for the new viewers, I like to kind of explain who I am. I'm one that doesn't like to make the broadcast about me. I make it about the drivers and about the viewers. I want you guys to sit back and enjoy it, and I want them to be able to race and have a good time. I have a degree in broadcasting and have been doing this, on iRacing for a couple years now, but have done radio, have done tons of things until 3 years ago, but did it for 10 years. So I've got plenty of experience and stuff like this. I am a one-man show. I think one of my buddies, Mike Hasty from the Short Track Super League that broadcast on Thursday night, learned the hard way this week. He sent me a message, goes, "Hey, you guys do a great job on the channel." I'm like, is this when I let him know I'm only one person? So, but everything you see here is me, basically. I don't control the cameras because the cameras are preset, but I do have some custom cameras in here. The ticker and stuff, that is all thanks to a subscription I have with SDK Gaming, a part of Apex Racing, that you might notice. But I have all the buttons that I push is me. All the chat reading is me. The announcing is obviously me. I'm a one-man show, basically, when it comes down to it. So hopefully you sit back and enjoy it. If you want to chat, I like chatting. If you want to talk about racing, we can talk racing. If you want to talk about baseball, you might not get much out of it. Anyways, we will have a good time here throughout this season, and I do hope you hit subscribe and join us every night, because I'm going to be broadcasting almost every night starting tonight. As Gavin Sanders leads them back to the green, Vroom in there in second, Nick Leo, Colby Wells, and Justin Miller, your top 5. I don't have a cough button either. I got to work on that. You know what, just for you guys, I only have it for Daytona. But I have my own version of a crank it up that we can use. I used to call it wide open when I broadcasted on my previous channel, which is for Racers Only TV. But just for an opening edition tonight, and it's Daytona, I'm going to let you guys enjoy this for a second. If they don't wreck back there. Somebody spinning. 121 of Alphins around, and we got a wreck back there. Oh, we tried to do it. Saw Brandon Alphin out here in the grass as that brings out the 4th caution here at lap 27. Now, before anybody judges and calls this a wreck fest, I remind you that the Talladega Chase race in NASCAR last year had 4 cautions in 10 laps. What happens to the 121? Oh, he gets turned. And I don't see anyone else involved. I think we have a solo truck spin here. I try not to use the terminology of like what the pros do because, you know, it's kind of copyrighted. But yeah, that was pretty much what it is. It's like crank it up. How did I change the camera? All right, one more time. There we go. Oh, he comes down on somebody there and gets spun. Thankfully, unlike the actual real-life NASCARs, your valence, or splitter in this case, will actually stay intact with the truck. See, oh gosh, Josh Berry at Atlanta, for example. So, single truck spin brings out the caution, and leaders are coming back to pit road. Gavin Sanders is going to come through a truck into his pit stall here, and as per usual, his pit crew, as everyone else is on iRacing, just sitting there kind of talking, figuring out what they're going to do tonight for dinner. As the VOR truck pulls off of pit road, everybody taking fuel only. It looks like right now it will be the 10 winning the race off pit road, followed by, well, maybe not. I think Justin Miller won the race off pit road there at the end. Topping off the old fuel cell. Sean Plasky, right? Or is that Plask? I don't know if the E is silent or not. Either way, appreciate you watching. Zach Otis, appreciate it. Nate 2099, appreciate it. I'll check my viewer count, by the way. What are we up to? 14? All right. So yeah, I'll go ahead and give you an upcoming schedule for the week for you new viewers watching tonight. Tomorrow night, the same series, but IndyCar will be racing at Sebring. So I invite you at the same time tomorrow night. Come watch those cars. IndyCar racing is a ton of fun. I've actually been doing a lot of it myself. Tomorrow night at Sebring. Wednesday night, we'll have another truck series. It'll be the Great Lakes Sim Racing. They are going to be, of course, I'm going to lose the track in my mind. I can't remember, but it's their final race of the chase before they get to Chicagoland. Apologies to anybody watching from Great Lakes. Indianapolis, that's where they're at tomorrow night. Which I guess I might want to remind Travis that I have an idea I need to talk to him about. Thursday night, short track racing in the ARCA cars. That will be part of the Short Track Super League. They will be at Phoenix Raceway. And that'll be a fun broadcast there. And Friday night, I'm actually going to race a little bit, I think. And then Saturday night, we'll have 2 races. VOR's IndyCar Series. They're going to be at the road course at Barber. And USRC, or I'm sorry, there is nothing Saturday night. I keep forgetting that both the Saturday series are off. So this is why you keep a calendar in front of yourself, Scala. That's the owner of me talking to the broadcaster right now. So there you go. You got a whole week of stuff, like I said, every night. Especially starting next week, I will be on 7 nights a week. So I will annoy the living crap out of you. You've been warned. All right, let's see if we can get some green flag racing here going as we wrap up the 4th caution of the race. Pace truck pulls off. There they go, on the pedal. So these cameras actually, most cameras I get are one set. Well, don't do that. Don't. Oh boy, Gavin gave him some room. But Vrooman trying to jump up there to the top. They had to check up a little bit there and get organized. It's actually going to work out for him here. But I actually got this set here, the Daytona set. A buddy of mine who did some cameras for me back with my old channel did this back about 4 or 5 years ago. But most of the cameras you're going to see this season are not from this guy. Dougie Beard's the gentleman's name. He helps out a lot with the Global Sim Racing channel. Him and I talked to each other, got to know each other well a few years back, and he made this awesome camera set. But like here in Indianapolis, you'll see cameras like this. But otherwise, it's another gentleman who I found out on in the forums of iRacing that hooked us up with cameras and stuff. So that's how I'm able to do that special, like a crank it up camera. So he made that back in the day for me. So, anywho, Chris Lewis up there on that high side now trying to work it. As you saw Vrooman and not Lewis, but Sanders take the inside and take the lead of this race. Down to 3 and 4. Let's see if Julian Holtzina there. Julian has never been in a truck until last week when he drove on a dirt track. So Julian is learning the hard way in that 31 truck how to drive, and you got to put him on Daytona. That's a rude awakening. So we're past the halfway point. We went green right at lap 30. As you see, Julian's on pit road there. That is another cool feature we have. Now they're wrecking up front again. Bump drafting gone wrong again. And caution's out for a 5th time. Well, these guys do not know how to play nice tonight. I'm scared to turn on the audio right now, what we might hear. Let's transition and see what happens here now. As caution comes out for the 6th time. And once again, it looks like a bad bump draft. If you look up front here, it's going to have the 00. Where is the 0? There is Vrooman. He's going to slide up a little bit, and it's going to allow the 10 to get to his left rear corner. There are 2 places you do not want to be pushing a vehicle in iRacing. The bottom of the left rear and the right rear, because it'll send the car the other way. As they're going to go up the track, they're going to clobber to 37. Justin Miller gets a piece, and everybody's in this one again. And I think you could sum this up to the product of there are resets. And I mean, apparently unlimited resets from what I've been told. Alfin gets a piece. 17 a Rolex goes around. Rolls. I did it again. Try it one more time, this time at full speed. One does a good job getting to the inside. Mine got a little bit of damage. Meanwhile, here comes a lot of the second pack there, just kind of hanging back and driving right on through it. As pit stops are happening here. I said pit stops are happening here. Producer. There we go. Like, when do I gotta get to go live for me? So, guess who ends up making a pit stop there in the middle of the green flag, and a caution comes out for it? Julian Altada is now the leader in this race. Julian, what's he doing up front? Let's get him up here. Julian, what in the world are you doing up front?
Hello?
Hi, Julian and Scala. What are you doing up front?
I was already wondering, like, who's this speaking?
Who else would it be?
Well, basically, I don't know what I'm doing here.
We've noticed. So,
Yeah.
I'm going to teach you on the air here, and I'm doing this unbiasedly because you're out here doing your best to learn this truck, okay? In any
Yes.
series on this track, when you're driving, if it's an ARCA car, a truck, if you watch anybody, which, if I remember correctly, you're a big fan of Natalie Decker, right?
I guess so then.
Okay, all right.
Now I'm a fan.
Okay, very good. So, the best advice I can give you, all right, as pace car lights are off, so you're about to have your first restart, and you're going to be the leader of this race. See that yellow line to your left?
Yes. I see
Get
it.
on it and don't leave it.
Get on it like this.
Just like that, and, well, not on it, but, you know, put your left side tire just like that, and don't leave it. Because
Okay.
most leagues you cannot pass below that line. Kind of like an Indy car. All right? And who cares if you get passed by everybody on the outside? Stay on that yellow line. Because
Okay,
that
I
is
will.
how you're going to learn how to run this track, one, but two, how to draft with these trucks.
Okay, I'll
All right.
try it.
Just do your best. Go out there and have fun. But how's it feel?
Well, don't really feel too much other than the bumps because I'm just going flat out. There's no real push or getting loose, so
No,
yeah.
nothing like that here. You don't have to worry about turbulence or anything. You just hold it flat foot and turn left. So,
Cool, I will do. Thank
all
you.
right, buddy. Hey, good job out there. Just go out there and have a good time. No pressure.
Copy, thank you.
Have a little fun with Julian Altina, who is doing a great job in that number 31 truck. I mean, that's what they teach them, right? When they're out there doing ARCA and stuff like that, they're like these rookies. They're like, sit them on that yellow line and tell them not to leave it. So, you got to learn. Just saying. I'm being unbiased here. I'll teach anybody if you ask me. But Julian, this poor guy just got thrown out to these wolves in his first truck race, or second, not counting the dirt. So let's see how he does with my advice. See how long he stays on the yellow line. Green flag out. Watch Julian wins this race now, staying on the yellow line. That's not going to help, though. He's got a bunch of the Dale's Pool trucks pushing on the high side up there, getting organized. They're going to take the lead up there with Chris Lewis, Ryan Whitaker, Dylan Parker, the rookie there, going to go to third. They're going to move down to the bottom. This is where he's going to learn because he's going to have trucks pushing him. And then you got trucks there behind him so much. And let's see how he does. And he might wreck. Who knows? We have 24 laps to go. You see the one truck back there, Jeff Langston running in the fifth position. Colby Wells there in sixth, doing a good job in that 45 truck. Let's see if these guys get a little patient here and maybe we get a green flag stop in. You see Justin Miller back there in the 10th position, fifth truck outside. He was involved in a few of these wrecks so far this evening. Started on the pole and has done a good job. Here's Justin. A little bit of a check up there with McKinnon. These trucks just suck up. The draft is so powerful in these trucks. It's almost, as some say, OP, which is overpowering. We got Dale's Pools definitely getting some good representation up in the front right now. Three of those trucks up front. And you got Altina there on that inside. You got the one of Langston there. Look at that 5 get a huge run. Gets out of the gas. You got the 9 of Ryan Perkins. I haven't said his name all night. Ryan Perkins doing a good job. I'm sure he's been involved in a couple of dust-ups, but is that, I think, a bald eagle there on his truck? Pretty cool. 8 back there. Pretty much everybody in the draft right now. Oh, there goes Julian. And they're wrecking again. Hey, Julian saved it. They're trying up. Now they're wrecking. Julian spins. And a couple others go spinning. No caution yet. Still no caution yet. They're still green. Yeah, looks like they're going to stay green here. Let's see what sends Julian for a ride. That was... Let's back it up a little bit. Oh, the 1 comes down. You know what? They just meet in the middle is what happens there. We digress and we stay green. Who's on pit road? Perkins on pit road. You also got Alphin on pit road and Dan Marrera on pit road right now as we have 20 laps to go. And another truck off the pace there. Truck's probably getting resets there, and they're going to hope for a caution to come out. So we got 8 trucks right now in this lead draft, and then you got 2 seconds back to 3 or 4 trucks here, being led by the 8 of Tim Abrell. And then you got 2 more trucks back here, 14 back. That's Gavin Sanders and Gary Godso. So these trucks getting separated out now because of the unfortunate spinning that's going on in this race tonight. That truck didn't even want a piece of the wreck. He's like, I'm getting out of this pack. And you see 4 Chevrolets up front, 4 Fords. Right there, 5 through 10. And you got 2 more Chevys adding on. So no Toyotas right now. The highest running Toyota is Dumig in the 51 truck. I believe that's how you pronounce his name, in the 14th position. So if this all goes green the rest of the way, we will see green flag pit stops here probably at about 10 or 11 to go. So it's definitely going to be a race on fuel mileage now. Who's got enough fuel to make it when it's all said and done? And here comes the 37, going to go for the lead. Brandon Turner. And then Harvick throwback, the old Goodwrench car, or truck in this case. Going to go to the lead, going to bring Nick Leo with him as they come up on the lap truck, the number 5 of Dalton Wilson. As, look at this, all trucks in single file now. So this is crazy. Now, this has been a wild race. And hopefully you've enjoyed it so far and enjoyed the broadcast. As we're Another cool feature I have here for Daytona, the spotter cam. So if you ever want to know what it's like to be a spotter at Daytona, this is exactly what they see. So we are right on top of the press box here. They come out of turn 4 and they come right at you. Cleopatra, and they're all coming to pit road. 16 laps to go. Let's go down there. 60-mile-an-hour speed limit here, and they better get single file or else people are going to miss their pit stalls. 9 trucks all to pit road and contact, and around goes to 37. That airplane's coming in hot. Oh, to 37 missed its pit stall. As everybody tops off the fuel and pulls away. They did have 2 sets of tires to work with tonight, but I don't think they're going to need that at all. So Dylan Parker leads right now. Actually, Dylan got the lead off pit road, it looks like. And how about this? Nick Leo still second, which worked out because with the resets, you just keep the resets on and it resets your truck really quickly. You get the pit stop done and you're gone. But Parker's out there by himself right now with Leo, and the second line right behind him. They're starting to get up to speed and going to get that momentum. They should blow by these two here in just a second, but we are going to see, that means one more round of pit stops with about 4 laps to go. You see they're going to come up on the back. Trying to see who that is in that blue Dale's Pool truck. That is Dylan Parker in the 25. That's who they're passing right now. And as you see, Nick Leo is out there all by himself, so they'll freight train him here in just a second also. As Colby Wells in that Hunt Brothers Pizza number 17. It shows number 45 on the ticker. But that is Colby. Let's see. Actually, he's going to get right behind the 69 and help push him. So 13 laps to go. We have, as I mentioned, 7 trucks in the lead draft. You got a 3-truck pack back here. Tim Abreu, Brett Rolls, Stephen Vroman. And then you have another 3 trucks here with Jeff Langston, Gavin Sanders, Brandon Turner. And then you got another 2 or 3 here. Gary Gonzo, the 94, or I'm sorry, the 121, Brandon Alfin, and Julian Altina. No, Julian's not even this. It's a lap truck, actually, as Julian is, well, he's singing all by myself right now. As that is the lead pack about to gobble him up. And Julian keeps it right on that yellow line, even though I know that's more of a questionable move on iRacing when people do that, but Julian's doing what I told him to do. Keep it on the yellow line and learn. Now because of that, look at it. Julian's right up in the pack now. Works out perfect. I'm a better coach than the driver. Oh, Colby Wells into the wall. Look at that's how you miss a wreck. As they go spinning on the front straightaway. And now the caution comes out. Nick Leo's involved. Sorry, I had to laugh at that. Just watching Julian just hangs the left out into the grass. All right, let's go back and look at this caution. This is number 6 of the night with right at 11 to go, so they will pit for the final time here and get gas. So let's see what happens here. It's going to involve Colby Wells, and My guess is a bump draft gone bad. Yep, right there, right rear. Where did I tell you earlier? Left rear and right rear. So it looks like maybe a 4 or 5 truck wreck. Bringing out the caution here. Let's go on board with Parker here. See what he has to see here on the front straightaway. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Dylan that went to the grass, not Julian. Dylan's the one that hung a left. Now let's see if Julian got a piece of this or not. There's the wreck. Oh no, he T-bones a 17. Unfortunate deal. All right, so pit stops again. All the leaders in for their final round of pit stops here. I'm assuming it's going to be fuel only once again. Race off pit road. Dylan Parker's going to get it. Chris Lewis going to be second. Vrooman, Miller, and Rolla is going to be your top 5. And here's what's going to happen. I'm going to stay on for a quick second, but I'm going to step away. You're not going to hear my voice for a minute. We're still on the stream and everything, but I'm just going to step away real quickly and just top off on a drink and go from there. So I'll be right back here on Captain TV. All right. Thanks for working with me there, guys. But hopefully you've enjoyed the broadcast. Hopefully you've hit the subscribe button. I appreciate all the viewers watching tonight. It was at Hurley2442. Another new name for us tonight. Appreciate you watching. But hopefully all of you guys who are new have hit the subscribe button. I see I'm up to 311, which means 4 new subscribers so far this evening, because I was at 307 a little bit ago. Went over the 300 mark over the week, or my week off from vacation. And again tomorrow night, this same series, but or same league, a different series. The IndyCar series going to be at Sebring tomorrow night. That is going to be a bumpy race. I've been running some laps with the guys. I know a lot of the drivers have been out there running laps, and I think you're going to see some fast times tomorrow night and some wild racing, especially over the bumps. Respect the bumps hashtag. The Sunset Bend corner, which goes to the front straightaway. If you've never watched a race at Sebring, it's worth watching. Appreciate the 16 viewers tonight also. Much appreciative. All right, so can we go green to the finish? A lot of you are probably nodding your head right now. No. We'll see, though. I'm not one that likes to put negative energy on the series. This has been a fun race so far. It's been wild. Been some wrecks. But let's see if they can put on a good finish here as Dylan Parker leads them to the green. Vroom in second. Miller, Lewis, Rolls, your top 5. See which line gets organized the fastest. Looks like it will be the bottom line. But now the top line's starting to get rolling with with Vroom in there in the 00. Chris Lewis going to give him a push. Lieutenant Gavin Sanders there behind him. You got the 69 of Nick Leo, the champion. And they're clear. Oh, Lewis tried to make a move and he shut the door on him. Or as I like to say, no silk for you. And that's going to give the outside the run here as Lewis had to get out of the gas. Sanders going to go to the front. And look at the 17 of Rolls going up to the top side. Going to try to get that high lane rolling. You get 2 or 3 trucks up there, it will move. Problem is this track is not as tight as Talladega, or not as wide as Talladega. As Julian Altena back on pit road. See the 3 truck trying to work its way up the middle. The 8's trying to make a middle grow up. There's some contact. More contact as the wall's into or one's into the wall. There goes the 121 hard into the inside wall. No caution. But Langston and Alfin with contact from the 3 of Whitaker going to the inside wall. And Rolls is getting freight trained out the outside lane. Here comes the 37. And here they go, 3 wide. Brandon Turner singing, Here I Am Stuck in the Middle with You. As Colby Wells goes back to the front with help from Dylan Parker. Alfin is on pit road now. As they will come to 4 laps to go. Everybody's pushing. Oh, Parker jumps out of line. Oh, easy fellas. Man, that bump draft is getting serious in the middle. Parker's got his hands and feet on the wheel right now. I think who used to say, was it Darrell Walter that always said that the drivers need to wear white gloves? This sim, they need to have white gloves. I want to see them fighting and swallow. Here we go. The Jewel trucks around of Leo. And wadding him up again. And 1 truck's on its lid. Vroom and Turner. The 8 goes for a ride of Abreu again. Second time on his lid. So I believe we will have a green-white checker finish. But let's see what happens here. It's all going to start about the 3rd truck outside lane. You see Rolls goes to the top. It's one of those deals where the 37's trying to go with the 8, and he went too far down, and the 69 was there. .28 turns to 37 back up. 00 is going to hit hard. I'm trying to see where the 8 goes flying. Uh-oh. This is going to leave a mark. Boom! There's your answer. Oh, green code. No, no, not the green code. Oh, wow. And then the track monster decides to flip the truck some more. All right, so 3 laps to go. Oh, that's why. There we go. So, yeah, it will be a green-white checker finish here. So, what's a green-white checker? If you've never watched before, it's basically you get the green flag, and if they don't wreck, you get the white flag. And if they wreck then no matter what, the race is over. They'll come to the checkered flag and end it. If they get another caution, depending on how many that the admin put into the race, we might do it again, or the race might be over. Matthew Telder, unfortunately, involved in that wreck a little bit ago. They should get 1 to go this time, as Gavin Sanders going to bring him to the green. He's got a couple of those Dale's Pool trucks there behind him. Jeff Langston has somehow ended up in 4th after all this. Well, I think the fast repairs might be playing a role in this, obviously. Colby Wells, Dylan Parker, Jeremy McKinnon, Justin Miller, Patrick Thompson, and Gary Godso going to be the top 10 as we come back to the green flag. And at this point, it's just push and get what you can get. Interesting. Well, I'm pretty sure you're not the only one that had a meatball tonight with some of these wrecks I've seen. Pace truck going to pull off. And we will have green-white checker number 1 coming right here. Gavin Sanders leading them to the green. And right off the bat, oh, I thought the 20. Oh, he hooks the 1 and gets him out of shape and is going to take the middle lane there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have had resets or meatballs. I mean, half of people have been flying. Oh. Got you. Chris Lewis leading this race. Colby Wells right there pushing him. You got the 3 of Whitaker being pushed by Sanders. And if they get to the start-finish line, they're going to get to the white flag. Right. No, you're right, Telder. White flag. Here we go. Final lap at Daytona. Who's going to victory lane to start the season? I assume you brought that up to the admin. Oh, here we go. 37 up into the 8. 3 cars in the wall. We'll keep it up here in the front. They're 4 wide for the lead. Contact. There goes the leader. Everybody's wrecking. Except Colby Wells. Is there anybody drafting behind him coming at speed? Colby Wells in the Hunt Brothers Pizza F-150 scores the win in Daytona. A wild finish and a wild race. Go back. So the first wreck is going to happen back at the 37. Who ends up finishing second, by the way. Right there, he makes contact with the 28, and it sends him up into another truck. And those guys wreck. He keeps on going. And then the leader's up here. Bam. Multiple trucks flying. Well, that's where you see the 37 gets through. Well, let's go to the 3 of Whitaker here. And we'll watch this one break out now. So you see that wreck happen, and 121 goes to the infield again. So there are 3 right now. As the 10 shoots to the outside of Colby Wells and become 4 wide. And contact's going to happen with the 25 and the 10. Into the 111. Colby gets knocked to the grass. And there goes Lewis up in the air for a ride. There goes Miller for a ride. And Colby Wells gets through there with just the right side damage. He gets through. And the 37 goes sliding through. And from there, it's just pretty much a drag race to the checkered flag when it's over with. And Colby Wells is going to work his way to victory lane in this race. So what a wild finish, a wild race when it's all over with tonight. And, yeah, going to be probably some disappointed drivers this evening, safe to say. But, you know, that's what makes this all interesting and stuff, is we'll bring in the winner of tonight's race, Colby Wells. Colby, congratulations. Man, that was wild, to say the least.
It was. I was not expecting that at all. That was a pleasant surprise.
Well, talk about the race out there. You were up there, you were back there. I mean, you were involved in a lot of wrecks, much like a lot of people. But when it was all said and done, you were in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, the first run there with that massive wreck early, I got by that narrowly, and then we were either in it or we were out of it. We were pitting, we were wrecking on pit road, or doing something crazy. I knew the pitting right there at the end on the final caution was the right call, and it worked out. I'm really excited for TI Racing, Glad it's so nice, and Chris Lewis.
Well, this is your first career truck win here. Of course, this is only the 9th race in the series history. So talk about getting that win out of the way here in season number 1. Or season 2, sorry.
Yeah,
first race.
Yeah, it feels great. I haven't raced in God knows how long, 4 to 5 months, and on and off every week or so. But to come back from that and to finally win and get another win for Chris, TI Racing, it's definitely special.
And it looks like what's interesting here, and I don't know if you're supposed to have a Dale's paint scheme. You got the Hunt Brothers pizza on, and takes that paint to victory lane with all the Dale Pool trucks out here.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a Grillbits on Ice car. I made a little oopsie before I joined the session and forgot that one. So I'll definitely be. Me and Chris will have a talk. I'm sure about that.
Hey, no one's perfect. We all make mistakes. So, but hey, fantastic job though this evening. Congratulations on your first career series win, and you can send shout outs whoever you like to.
Appreciate it. Thank you for the broadcast. Thank you to Chris Lewis for always putting me out here in these leagues and giving me the chance to win. Grubblets on Ice, TI Racing, all the sponsors that make me come out here and win every week and race every week. It feels great.
Colby, nice job. Congratulations to you, and go celebrate the victory with the team. And nice job.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. That is Colby Wells' first career victory here at Daytona in a wild, frantic finish when it is all done with. So first career win for him. So congratulations to him on that. Let's get our second place finisher here, Mr. Turner. I do not see Mr. Turner in the channel. So let's grab our third place finisher, I guess, Mr. McKinnon in the 12th truck. He had his shares of ups and downs tonight. Jeremy, you got a copy, buddy?
I do.
You did a great job this evening, finishing in the third position. Congratulations on that, and you survived the wildness tonight.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough race.
Well, talk about the racing out there, and talk about your experience with the race and what you had to go through to get this third.
It was just a crazy night overall. I don't know what was going on through everybody's heads. It was definitely wild.
You think it was particularly, or I should say potentially, do you think it was one of those situations where everybody knew they had resets and they took advantage?
No, because the first wreck happened on lap 5, and I don't think anybody knew anything until then.
I got you. Fair enough. Well, talk about how's it feel to at least get a third place finish.
It feels kind of good. I actually thought I had the race won there, and just got caught up in the last second there.
Well, tough situation there, but at least you made it back to third, got yourself a top 5 finish as you move on here to the next race at The Rock coming up next Monday night. Obviously, a great finish for you when it's all over with. Send shout-outs to whoever you'd like to.
I don't know, my wife, my family, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, it's okay. Whoever you like, whoever your friend. I would say anybody you're mad at, but we'll leave that one alone. But great job this evening there, Jeremy, and we'll see you next week, buddy. Jeremy McKinnon finishing in the third position. And I still don't see Mr. Turner, so I'm assuming he's not going to be here. So we'll talk to the guy who, was leading at the white flag lap. The Dale Earnhardt of this season, we'll call him, Chris Lewis. Dale led plenty of final laps, but never got back for lap 200. Chris, that was a wild race.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have a league owner that forgets to only set one fast repair or 0, or, I missed it. Now it's my fault, and next week will be a whole lot better.
Well, and that's where, you know what, a good owner steps up like that. And I've said this before, and I will, obviously I got your back on this one when I say there's a league that I help run, and I've made plenty of errors myself in the plenty of years I've run a league. So no one's perfect, and we move on, and hopefully nobody's discouraged by this. And mistakes happen. No one's perfect.
Yeah, it sucked, but it was kind of fun, though, in a way. I mean, you could try to make some moves that normally you wouldn't, and it sucked if you got wrecked, but, you could always go back out there and your race isn't over, especially at Daytona where, God, one little chip on your front end, your whole race is ruined.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's that when it's all said and done. But, hey, great job tonight, though, in that 111 truck. I know a lot of Dale's Pool was up there in the front, so great job. But we'll get ready. We got some IndyCar racing coming up tomorrow night.
Yep, definitely excited for that. TI Racing, going for that team championship repeat. Can't wait to see what we got. Got a couple of new drivers and
Plenty of
a
new
lot of
teams.
new faces.
Yeah. Going to be
Not
very.
to mention, we've got 3 girls racing tomorrow night.
Yeah.
What other league has 3 girls?
Well, I did see a post actually recently. There is a league that I did read in a post that is supposed to be an all-female league. So
besides that one,
I'm just so outside of that. But no, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I saw one in the session last night. I forget her name off the top of my head. I can't remember. That's what happens when you work hard all day. Who we got?
Jessica Saban.
That's who it is. Who's Saban?
Yeah, now the one I'm worried about is Vida Wallen. She's a Swedish one, and her team is killer.
Is she she almost won a race last season, I believe. If I remember, or she was running well, I should say, and had some kind of issue, I think, at the end.
Yeah, she. I don't remember what the issue was, but she could have been up there with Isaac and Eric.
Now, who's the third young lady in this? Is it Krista?
Krista Nelson.
That is awesome. Yeah, she did a great job Saturday night in the VOR race, and she's gonna be tough. I mean, she did some things on the ovals. I was like, whoa, she's pretty impressive. So, definitely looking forward to seeing those 3 young ladies out there on the track tomorrow night. But that will go green right at 8 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow night. So we'll be in Sebring. We're gonna take the trip down I-95. I'm gonna stop at my mom's house or something down in the on the east coast of Florida, and sleep there tonight, and then drive over to Sebring in the morning and be ready to go. Actually, I'm going to be working tomorrow, so. But, hey, great job, Chris.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
Absolutely, buddy. As we move on, appreciate all the viewers watching tonight. We're all done this evening. Congratulations. I didn't even get a chance to show off the finishing order for tonight's race. Let's go ahead and do that. The overall standings for this evening. Wrong button, Scala. There we go. Maybe it'll show. There it is. Colby Wells wins it. Brandon Turner second. Jeremy McKinnon third. Patrick Thompson. Tim Abrell finishing fifth. Jeff Langston, Ryan Whitaker, Gavin Sanders, Gary Godso gets a top 10 with Anthony Kay in 10th. Lewis finishes 11th, continuing the streak of ones all across the board. Dylan Parker 12th. Justin Miller 13th. Julian Alton at 14th. Leo, Alfin, Morera, and Dumig in the 18th position. The rest of the finishers, Dalton Wilson 19th, Brett Rolls in 20th, Vroom in 21st, Landon Durhold 22nd, Ryan Perkins 23rd, Jeffrey Spells 24th, Matthew Telder 25th, Andrew Helm and Eric Tupper. Well, Helm pretty much ran the first quarter of a lap, and then Tupper did not start the race this evening. But we move on from Daytona and head to The Rock next Monday night at 7:30 Eastern time. We'll see you then, and we'll see you tomorrow night from the Sebring for the TI Racing IndyCar Series. They will be in action, so that should be a lot of fun. And always remember, as we take off, this isn't just a game, it's iRacing. See you!
Let go of fear, you're holding the fire smoldering, it's starting all over again. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, burning inside. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, yeah. Every time I grip the wheel, I begin to feel I know I'm in fire. Strong.